Hi, Shalom. Did you ever hear the expression, live a little bit? Hang loose. Come on, let yourself live. I think I know what the idea behind that statement is, but I think we have to ask ourselves, how does a person live a little bit? I mean, obviously we're referring to more than just breathing. Let me tell you a very powerful parable, and I'll bring a lesson, but it's really something that I believe you could ponder on yourself and come up with many other lessons. The parable goes that many years ago there lived a king whose power and influence was very great, and they decided, the people of the population, to give him a gift. They went and they captured a songbird. It had beautiful colors and it trilled. I mean, its voice was truly awesome. They put it into a gold cage, and every day it was fed in gold cups, water and birdseed, and it would be put on the window, and when the weather was nice and the sunlight streaming in, the bird would sing. It had such a powerful and beautiful voice that all of the birds of the wild would gather outside of the palace and accompany the song. One day, in the language known only to birds, the songbird hears how someone remarks, "Look how fortunate our companion is. Every day they're fed in golden cups, they live in a gold cage, and they're being serenaded by royalty itself." And the songbird blurted out, "This is what you call greatness? I would do anything to be free once again. Yes, it is true that I'm surrounded by gold, but it's hampering me. It keeps me from being who I really want to be. I'd much rather put up with the privations of finding the food in the winter and in the summer than to be fed daily from the king." Well, it said it with such passion that the bird that made that comment felt very bad and said to the songbird, "Is there anything that I could do?" And the songbird said, "Yes, I have a sister that lives in the forest. She's very wise. Can you please fly to her? Tell her that her beloved sister is actually a prisoner in a gold cage, and what does she suggest I do?" Well, the bird quickly took off and flew over a large distance until it came to the forest, where it asked to be introduced to the songbird's sister. She was on top of a tree, and she came to the songbird's sister and said, "I bring you regards from your sister. How is she? I haven't seen her for so long. Where is she?" And sadly, the messenger gave over the message. "Your beautiful sister, with her beautiful voice, is being used in a prison. She wants to be free, but she doesn't know how to free herself. What should she do?" Well, the songbird's sister, hearing that, took it very to heart and did the equivalent of a "Oi, my sister," and she basically fell off the branch in despair. Now the messenger was concerned. Perhaps the sister had damaged herself and flew downwards, but there was no movement. And realizing that time is of the essence, she has to go back and tell the original songbird what the message was before her sister died. She quickly goes back and she sees the songbird. She says, "I'm very sorry. I have no good news to report. When I told your sister about your predicament, she collapsed. She fell to the ground and did not move." And as soon as the lovely songbird heard this, she stopped singing. "My sister?" And the next day she refused to eat and began to get weaker. 24 hours passed. The servants were very concerned. They did not know what was ailing the songbird, but as they put the songbird by the window, the beautiful voice was not heard, and she was wan and listless and without strength. An entire day passed without food and drink. The second day, when they came to bring her to the window, they saw she was lying in the cage without movement. The servants quickly decided that why tell the king? Instead, they'll just get a new songbird. And they open up the cage. One of them puts his hand in, takes the songbird, throws it out, and the songbird hits the floor with a thud. And then a miracle happened. Yes? What do you think the miracle was? The songbird began to spread out its wings and began to sing again and took off for freedom. You see, the songbird understood the message of the sister, that if you want to get out of prison, act as if you're dead. Because the prison can only contain someone who's alive. But if you will act dead, as the songbird sister did, it fell off the branch, then the king has no use for you. You'll be discarded, and then you'll get back your freedom. This, my friends, is a parable. Of the many lessons, I'll share with you one. When we think about our weekday, and we look at this wonderful, blessed country, and we look at all of the almost infinite, it's not truly infinite, but almost infinite amount of pleasures that you could indulge in. Go to any store, any food, any clothing, any form of entertainment, any form of wisdom. And you just simply are overwhelmed with all of these wonderful, delightful things. People often surround themselves with it and then do not realize that they're stifling their own spirit. They're too busy going to the next restaurant, reading the next book, going to that film that everyone has to see, and don't forget that dream vacation, for them ever to think about their own soul, to allow themselves to feel free and unfettered, not the way they feel that they have to accommodate the society and their friends. God gives us the Holy Shabbat, and once a week, we go to the synagogue, or perhaps we stay home, and we're back to basics. We don't do any business. We don't do any online shopping. We don't go anywhere. Could you imagine a vacation where you don't go anywhere? But actually we do. We go within. It is a travel. It is a journey. And it's a journey that necessitates leaving the golden cage that we've been creating during the week. The Talmud has some pithy statements which are awesome. And one of them is, he who wants to live should die a little bit. Meaning that when you deny yourself certain things which seem to be so exciting and filled with life, but when you die just that little bit, and you sacrifice, you will find yourself truly living. But he who wishes to die, let him live. Just indulge, never an end, never stopping, never considering. So friends, it's getting closer to the end of the secular New Year. Many people are thinking of how their year passed. They're already preparing New Year's resolutions. I would say, think about this. Think about Shabbos. Maybe you should consider Shabbos. And for those that keep the Shabbos, maybe we should absorb its message. It's not a day of rest so we could start working Sunday and Monday refreshed. Rather, it's a day of rest so we might find ourselves and the raison d'etre of life itself. So shalom, let's live it up. Paradoxically, let's die a tiny bit in order to reach that level of true life. Shalom, and very good luck in your work.